Speaking of infrastructure, BCDA President Vince Dizon says Chinese investors are already waiting for the final approval of several projects under the agency. Meanwhile, the Joint Foreign Chambers of the Philippines welcomes the competition from China. Warren de Guzman returns with this report.
The Subic Clark Railway Project and Metro Manila Bus Rapid Transit System from NAIA to Bonifacio Global City are now up for approval by the National Economic and Development Authority Investment Coordination Committee, chaired by President Rodrigo Duterte. Both projects are under the Basis Conversion and Development Authority, or BCDA. BCDA President Vince Dizon says China is waiting.
The Chinese state-owned enterprises decided to pull out of the feasibility studies because they want to participate in the projects.
The cost of the Subic Clark Railway is estimated at 57.2 billion pesos, while the NAIA BGC BRT is part of a Metro Manila system worth 38 billion. Add the 12.5 billion peso Clark International Airport Expansion Project 3 SOEs bought bid documents for, and you have nearly 100 billion pesos in projects that could be landed by the Chinese. And that's just for BCDA projects. The Joint Foreign Chambers, however, says they welcome the competition for government projects. European Chamber President Gunter Toss is undaunted by the financial muscle of the Chinese government.
In terms of quality, in terms of delivery commitments, in terms of being very open, very ethically correct and whatnot, I do think we can compete. And we'll see at the end of the day who gets... it's always good. What I said ever since, it's always good to share a big pie.
Ethically correct stands out, considering some of the Chinese companies engaging the BCDA had once been debarred by the World Bank, according to the ABS-CBN Investigative and Research Group. The BCDA, however, has stressed any participating bidders would be subjected to strict screening. Toss says he knows the Philippine government won't award contracts haphazardly. In fact, if anything, he says the Philippines' procurement process is too strict.
Government procurement procedures are very, very tedious, very stringent, very, should I say, restricting in many ways.
All told, the Duterte administration plans on spending 8 trillion pesos on infrastructure projects, and it hopes to tap the private sector as well as other governments like China and Japan to aid in engineering, construction, and funding. Warren de Guzman, ABS-CBN News.